Congratulations, God says. Your miracle begins at midnight. A life-changing miracle is waiting. So listen to this right now before the blessing is gone. Don't skip. This is not just a sentence. It is a divine announcement from heaven. It is a call directly to your soul. A shift is coming, and it begins at midnight. Midnight is the moment most people overlook, but in the spirit, it marks the turning of seasons. This is your midnight hour, and if you walk away now, you may miss the exact second heaven has assigned for your breakthrough. This moment carries the weight of destiny. If you scroll past, you could scroll past your answered prayer, the miracle you begged for in tears, the release you cried for in silence. Stay with me, because God is not done speaking. Listen closely and stay alert. Midnight is not random. God works in patterns, and He chose this time for a reason. If you're reading this right now, God chose you. You are not here by accident. He has seen your pain, your waiting, your quiet suffering, and now He is stepping in. But here's the truth. Miracles require your presence. They require you to be positioned. Midnight is a spiritual appointment. At midnight, chains broke for Paul and Silas. At midnight, the angel of deliverance walked through Egypt. At midnight, there is divine activity that shifts earthly reality. Your miracle has been scheduled. Don't miss it. This is why you must stay. Listen to every word with your spirit open. You cannot afford to look away. Comment Amen to affirm that this word is finding you at the right time. God says, your miracle begins at midnight. That means what you've been praying for is closer than it looks. It means the doors that seemed shut are not locked forever. It means the battle that's worn you down is not the end of your story. You're standing on the edge of something supernatural. You've been trying to figure out how God would do it, when He would do it, and now He's answering you. At midnight, He is already moving in the unseen. You don't need to force it, but you do need to believe. You need to expect. The miracle is waiting for faith to meet it. I know it's been long. I know you've wondered if God hears you. But this word is proof that He does. He hasn't forgotten you. He is not ignoring your tears. He is not blind to your pain. In fact, He has been preparing your answer in silence. And now, He is making it known. It will come suddenly, unexpectedly, like a flood of light in a dark room. That is the nature of midnight miracles. They come when least expected, but most needed. You're not late. You are right on time for your miracle. If you believe this is your divine moment, like this video once, not for me, but as a step of faith that says, God, I'm ready. You may be surrounded by darkness right now. Everything around you may look like it's falling apart. But hear this, God does His best work in the dark. When the earth was formless and void, and darkness covered the deep, God said, let there be light. He didn't wait for things to look better. He spoke into the dark, and He's speaking into your night right now. He's declaring over your pain, over your confusion, over your fear, let there be light. Midnight is not the end, it's the beginning. It's the hour where new things are born. This is not a temporary comfort I'm giving you. This is truth from the throne of heaven. The same God who parted seas, shut lions' mouths, and raised the dead, that same God is stepping into your story tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week. Midnight means it is happening even while the world sleeps. This is why you must stay in expectation. You must keep your spirit awake. Don't dismiss this moment as just another passing word. Heaven is opening doors right now. Angels are being dispatched on your behalf. Chains are falling you can't even see. Comment 1111 if you believe God is sending angels into your situation right now. You may say, "But I don't feel anything." You don't have to. Faith isn't about feeling. It's about standing firm when nothing makes sense. Midnight doesn't always look like a miracle. Sometimes it looks like stillness, quiet, emptiness. But in the silence, heaven is roaring. While you're sitting in what feels like delay, God is accelerating things behind the veil. You are not stuck. You are not overlooked. You are hidden for protection, being prepared for release. Midnight is the beginning of your visible change, but the miracle has already begun in the invisible. Think of Paul and Silas in prison. They were beaten, chained, and locked in the deepest cell. Yet at midnight, they praised. They sang with wounds still open, and that praise shook the foundations. That praise brought freedom, not just for them, but for every prisoner near them. God didn't just free them, He shifted the atmosphere for others too. That's what your midnight miracle can do. It can shake your family. It can free people connected to you. You think it's just about you, but God sees the generations your miracle will touch. There is a reason the enemy has fought you so hard this year. It's because your midnight is powerful. He tried to break your hope, silence your voice, and exhaust your spirit, but he failed. You're still standing. You're still believing. And now, the tables are turning. God is raising you up from the rubble. He is placing His hand on your head and declaring, "This one is mine. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are favored, protected, and chosen." The evidence of that is not in how easy life is, but in how powerfully God keeps showing up. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Don't let the pain of your process make you walk away from your promise. Don't confuse waiting with absence. God has not been absent. He's been working the whole time. Midnight is the proof that what He started, He will finish. You didn't come this far to be left in the dark. The light is coming, the breakthrough is coming, and it's coming at the appointed hour. Midnight. You may have no idea how, but you will know when. God doesn't need your plan, He needs your trust. Surrender the questions and hold on to faith. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to stand firm. Midnight is just a few steps away. Stay in position, stay in prayer, stay in praise. It is a threshold, a sacred moment where heaven invades earth. You may not hear trumpets, you may not see lightning, but in the quiet places of your life, God is moving with power. That hidden place, that broken place, that tired place, that's where the miracle is forming. You are not watching this for motivation. You are here because the Spirit of God is announcing something to your life. Something that has been delayed is about to be released. Something that has been locked is about to open. Something you thought died is about to live again. But you must be awake in your faith. Do not fall asleep in your spirit right before your release. Some people let go just before the answer comes. Don't be one of them. You've carried the weight too long to quit now. Heaven has seen your midnight weeping, and now it is sending morning joy. You've been feeling stuck, like nothing is working. But what if I told you that the silence you're facing is not the end, but the setup? What if everything going quiet around you is the proof that heaven is preparing an explosion of favor? God often hides His best work until the moment it's ready. Just like a seed beneath the ground, invisible, forgotten, until suddenly it breaks through the soil. That's what's happening to you. You've been buried, but you are not dead. You've been hidden, but not rejected. And when midnight strikes, you're going to rise. Comment 222. If you trust God is working even when you don't see it, there's a divine reason this miracle is arriving now. It's because you've matured. You've outlasted some storms that were sent to destroy you. The enemy thought the delay would cause you to turn away from God, but instead, it made you dig deeper. You prayed harder, you worshipped while wounded, and heaven never forgets those moments. God does not overlook the faithful. You weren't perfect, but you were present. You stayed, and that kind of faith moves God's hand. That kind of faith pulls the miracle from eternity into your reality. Don't think your waiting was wasted. God is strategic. He didn't give it to you too early because he knew you needed to grow into it. He didn't release the promise until your spirit could carry it. That's why you've been stretched. That's why you've cried prayers with no words. It was preparation. Now that the hour has come, the miracle won't just bless you, it will keep you. It will fit your life. It will complete you, not crush you. God is wise. He doesn't give us blessings to break us. He gives them in perfect timing. You may be looking around at others and wondering why they got their miracle before you, but hear this, they didn't take your blessing. What's yours cannot be stolen. God has a custom miracle for you, designed with your journey in mind, measured to your obedience, aligned to your pain, and now the hour has come. This is why your spirit has felt restless lately, why you've felt something shifting, even though nothing seems different. That's the evidence of the spiritual clock striking midnight. It's coming, faster than you think, stronger than you imagined, closer than you know. It's time to release the fear. God is not going to let you drown here. He didn't bring you through the fire to leave you in the ashes. He didn't walk with you through the valley just to abandon you at the edge of your miracle. He is the God who finishes what he begins. He is faithful, he is near, he is not only with you, he is for you. His hand is on your life, even if you can't feel it right now. His power is surrounding you, even when you feel tired. You are covered, you are protected, you are his. Midnight miracles are sudden. They don't always come with warning. That's why the enemy is trying to distract you. That's why you're being pulled in so many directions. Because if you stop praying now, if you stop believing now, you may miss the very hour that was meant for your release. Stay focused. Stay in the posture of faith. Stay near to God. He is whispering directions. He is releasing strength. This is your moment to press in like never before. Your breakthrough isn't being delayed, it's being announced. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this season. When God moves, he doesn't need permission. He doesn't ask others if you're ready. He knows your heart. He knows your story. And he is not finished writing it. You may feel like you've lost time, but in God's hands, nothing is wasted. He can restore in one moment what the enemy tried to ruin in years. One midnight miracle can do what effort, money, and people could never do. When God breathes on your life, things align. When his hand opens a door, no one can shut it. That's what you're walking into. A miracle that man cannot explain. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed a 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life, but now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You don't have to force anything. Just stay ready, stay believing, stay surrendered. Your job is not to figure it out, it's to trust. It's to stay in position when the hour strikes. You are not forgotten. You are being remembered in heaven. God is calling your name in rooms you haven't walked into yet. He is preparing opportunities you didn't ask for. He is making ways you didn't see coming. This is not just about survival. This is about a shift, a divine turnaround. and it begins at midnight. The enemy wants to keep you doubting. He wants to bury you in fear. But lift your head. God is lifting you. He is pulling you out of every pit of despair. He is healing wounds you don't talk about. He is breaking generational chains. You are the one who will see what your family never saw. You will walk in freedom, in healing, in favor. That's why this miracle matters. It's not just for you, it's for those watching you, for those who will follow after you. Your obedience is unlocking blessings for others. Your yes is shaking heaven. Keep going, keep expecting, keep holding on. You are not losing time, you are being aligned. You are not behind, you are being prepared. You are not empty, you are being filled. Midnight is not a delay, it is destiny. Your miracle begins not when you understand everything, but when you trust anyway. The hour is here. The Spirit is moving. You may not see the walls falling, but they are. In the unseen realm, the miracle has already been released. The delay you feel in the physical is not denial, it's the process of heaven aligning everything perfectly. God does not rush, but He is never late. Your midnight is holy. Your midnight is powerful. And the miracle is already moving toward you. You've been through nights where sleep escaped you, where you cried until your soul felt dry. But listen, God was in every tear. He counted them. They were never wasted. Every one of those nights is now turning into the foundation of your breakthrough. What hurt you is about to lift you. What crushed you is about to crown you. You're not broken, you're being rebuilt. Stronger, wiser, deeper, and most of all, ready. This midnight miracle has your name on it, because no one else can carry what God is placing in your hands. This one is for you. When the Israelites cried out in Egypt, it was at midnight that God passed through with deliverance. He didn't ask Pharaoh's permission. He didn't negotiate. He moved with justice and power. That's what's about to happen in your life. God is about to bypass every limitation, every closed door, every voice that said you couldn't. He is about to override the words spoken against you. He is about to silence the doubts that tried to bury you. Your deliverance is not up for debate. Heaven has ruled in your favor. Comment 555 if you know God is about to deliver you in a way that shocks everyone around you. You've been asking God, when will it happen? And His answer is now. Not in the calendar sense, but in the spiritual realm. He is saying, now I will act. Now I will show you who I am. Now I will step in. You're about to go from overlooked to overflowing, from delay to destiny, from struggle to strength. The shift is not something you earn, it's something God gives, by grace, by mercy, out of love. He's not blessing you because you were perfect. He's blessing you because you were persistent. There were moments you wanted to give up, moments no one else saw, where you almost let go, but you didn't. And that endurance was your offering. That quiet trust was your worship, and God received it. He saw your fight, He saw your tears, He saw how you still believed, even when it didn't make sense. And now, He's about to respond in a way that doesn't make sense either. A miracle that will leave people speechless. A breakthrough that will rewrite your story. This miracle won't just change your life, it will heal your heart. It will restore parts of you that grief and disappointment tried to take. It will touch the silent places, the things you've never told anyone. The pain you buried deep just to survive, God is reaching there now. Not just to give you a new chapter, but to give you new strength, a new hope, a reason to smile again, a reason to praise again without fear of the next storm. This isn't just a change in circumstances. This is healing, deep, lasting, soul-level healing. God is saying, I haven't just seen your struggle, I've stored your tears. And now, I'm pouring out joy in their place. That depression that tried to hold you, that anxiety that gripped your chest, that heaviness that followed you into every room, it's breaking off. At midnight, the darkness doesn't win. Light does. And that light is Jesus, the one who stepped into darkness once and for all to give you victory. The same Jesus who calmed storms, raised the dead, and fed multitudes is the same one speaking to you right now. Comment 1212 if you believe Jesus is stepping into your midnight right now. This moment matters. The enemy will try to convince you that nothing is happening. But don't be fooled. He only attacks what he fears, and he fears your breakthrough. He fears the calling on your life. He fears what will happen once you realize who you really are in God. That's why the pressure has increased. But here's the truth. Pressure always comes before promotion. Midnight always feels the darkest right before the light breaks through. You're almost there. Don't turn back now. Think of Joseph, locked in a prison, forgotten by those he helped. But at the appointed time, God brought him out suddenly. No one could stop it. Not betrayal, not lies, not time. God's favor lifted him from the pit to the palace. That's what happens when heaven says, "It's time." Joseph didn't need approval. He had anointing. And you do too. What's coming for you is not based on status, money, or connections. It's based on God's decision. And when he decides, no one can block it. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This midnight miracle is about justice. God is restoring what was stolen. He is repairing what was broken. You may not get the apology, you may not get the explanation, but you will get the reward. What they tried to destroy, God is about to use as a platform for His glory. People who dismissed you will have to watch God elevate you. Not because you want revenge, but because your life is proof that He is faithful. You don't need to prove yourself. Let the fruit speak. Let the miracle be your answer. The enemy thought you were too weak, but God says you are chosen, not because you're the strongest, but because you're willing. You said yes when others said no. You stayed when others left. And now, you're stepping into a season where obedience meets overflow. God is not just blessing you, He's trusting you. With influence, with legacy, with purpose. This midnight miracle is not random. It's strategic. It's the moment everything changes because you were willing to believe when no one else did. Keep your eyes on Him. Don't look to the left or the right. Focus. Stay aligned. Midnight miracles are released to those who stay in position. Keep worshiping. Keep praying. Keep expecting. The shift is already in motion. The angels have been dispatched. The winds are changing. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered. Your situation is about to shift so dramatically you'll have to remind yourself it's real. And it will be. Because God does not lie. What He says, He does. What He begins, He finishes. You're not watching this by chance. God is confirming what your spirit already felt, that something is near, that something is moving, that something holy is unfolding in your life. Don't let fear shut it down. Don't let weariness pull you away. Fight to stay believing. This is the moment that leads to the miracle. The next step is God's. But your step was staying in faith, and you did. It is a supernatural shift. What God is doing for you at midnight isn't just about fixing a situation, it's about changing your atmosphere. The heaviness that has lived in your chest for too long is lifting. The confusion, the fear, the exhaustion, all of it is being replaced with clarity, peace, and strength that can only come from heaven. You may have been surrounded by voices telling you it's too late, that you've missed your moment, but God says otherwise. You haven't missed anything. In fact, you are right on time, His time. And His timing is always perfect. You are not behind. You are not overlooked. You are aligned with something bigger than what your eyes can see. The miracle doesn't require your understanding, it requires your trust. Even when it looks like nothing is happening, God is still working. Midnight has come, and heaven is already in motion. Comment 777 if you believe God's timing is perfect and your miracle is right on time. This moment is sacred. Heaven is watching, waiting for your agreement. Not your perfection, not your performance, just your yes, just your surrender. God is not asking you to carry the miracle. He's asking you to make room for it. Clear the doubt. Release the fear. Let go of the bitterness. There is no room for faith and fear to sit in the same space. Your breakthrough needs space to land. God has already assigned angels to bring it to you. Now He's preparing your heart to receive it. There's a reason it didn't happen when you wanted it to. Because if God had released it then, you wouldn't have known how to handle it. But now, because you've endured the pressing, you're ready. You've learned how to stand firm, you've grown in silence, you've matured in trials. And now, you can carry the miracle without losing yourself. The process wasn't punishment, it was preparation. And it's why this miracle will not only arrive, but it will last. You're not just stepping into favor, you're stepping into stability. Peace of mind, strength of heart, the kind of life that isn't shaken by every storm. That's the kind of miracle God gives. Not temporary comfort, but lasting transformation. You won't be going back to the pain that almost destroyed you. That season is closed. God is rewriting your future, and it begins tonight. This is your turning point. And not just for a moment, for good. I need you to understand something important. You were chosen for this. God didn't skip over you. He selected you. Not because you were perfect, but because you were willing to trust Him when nothing made sense, willing to pray when the answer didn't come, willing to worship in the dark. That kind of faith catches heaven's attention. And now, you're about to see what happens when heaven responds. Don't look for the old signs. This miracle won't look like the last one. It won't come through the people you expect. God is doing a new thing, and it requires new vision. He's going to open doors you didn't knock on. He's going to bring answers that don't match your questions. This is not about routine, it's about revelation. Something divine is about to interrupt your life in the best way possible. Be ready, be open, be expectant, because the kind of shift God is bringing will leave you in awe. Comment 999 if you know God is about to do a new thing in your life. You may feel weak, but weakness is not failure. It is an invitation for God's strength. Scripture says His strength is made perfect in our weakness. So if you're tired, that's okay. If you're confused, that's okay. Bring that to God. Don't hide it. Lay it before Him. He already knows. And it is in that surrender that miracles are born. When you say, God, I can't, but I know you can, that's where the shift happens. That's when midnight becomes morning. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Remember when Jesus prayed in the garden? He was in agony. He knew the weight of what was coming. Yet he surrendered. Not my will, but yours. And through that surrender came the resurrection, the victory. That same Jesus is alive in you, and he's walking with you into this miracle. You are not walking alone. You've never been alone. Even in your worst moments, he was there. Even when you didn't feel him, he was holding you. Now, he's about to reveal what all that holding has led to your miracle. This is more than just words. This is truth, spirit to spirit. God is not just speaking to your situation. He is speaking to your soul. He is awakening something inside you that was buried under years of pain and disappointment. He is reminding you of who you are, a child of God, a carrier of glory, a chosen one. And no weapon formed against you can cancel that truth. The attacks may have come close, but they didn't win. You're still standing, and that's proof that God has more. Your miracle is coming with restoration. You're going to get back more than what you lost. You're going to gain what you didn't even know you needed. You will rise, and you will laugh again. You will love again. You will trust again. God is not just repairing what broke, he's rebuilding what was missing. He's going to fill your life with light, with purpose, with joy. And when people ask how it happened, your only answer will be, God did it. Your name is being lifted in prayer right now. Angels are surrounding you. The Spirit is hovering over your home. Something is happening in the unseen. Trust it, honor it, stay present. Midnight is not a pause, it's a beginning. You may not feel different yet, but you are. Because once God speaks, things shift. And he has spoken over you. This is the hour. This is the one. This is the moment I bring them into fullness. Not by your strength, not by your striving, but by the Spirit of the living God. You've waited, you've cried, and you've wondered. Now heaven is answering, not with a whisper, but with a shift. This is the moment your faith was preparing for, even when you didn't know it. There are things you've been praying for in secret, battles no one knows you've been fighting, burdens you've been silently carrying, and God has seen every single one. Not a moment of your pain has been overlooked. He has counted every tear, and he is not just comforting you, he is changing things. He is turning sorrow into joy, ashes into beauty, delay into destiny. What seemed impossible is being made possible at this very hour. You are not watching this out of curiosity. You are here because your spirit is being stirred by truth. This is your word. This is your time. Comment 1010 if you believe this moment has been divinely appointed for you. There are some things God allowed to break in your life, not to destroy you, but to release what couldn't come out in comfort. The pain forced you to pray. The disappointment pushed you to surrender. The silence made you listen more closely. And now, because you didn't give up, because you stayed in the race, you're about to step into what you were born for. This miracle isn't just a blessing, it's a confirmation. It's proof that God kept his word even when it looked like nothing was working. He never stopped working. He's always been 10 steps ahead of every setback. You've been walking through a season that didn't make sense. The more you tried, the harder it got. The more you believed, the more resistance you faced. But that wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The enemy saw your potential and launched attacks to distract and drain you. but you're still here, still standing, still believing, and that is why the miracle is coming. Because you didn't let your pain make you bitter, you let it make you better, and God honors that. He rewards those who seek Him, especially when it's hard. God's not giving you scraps. He's preparing a table, a full table, in the presence of your enemies, in the face of your past, right in the middle of the very place you almost gave up. He's about to show you what happens when you trust Him with the pieces. He doesn't just restore what was lost, He multiplies it, He breathes on it, He transforms it. You thought you needed things to go back to how they were, but God is saying, I'm not taking you back, I'm taking you forward, into better, into brighter, into fullness. Comment 1515. If you know God is taking you into something better than what you lost, there's a reason why the fight has been so intense. The closer you get to breakthrough, the harder the battle becomes. That's how you know it's near. The enemy doesn't waste energy attacking those who are going nowhere. But you carry destiny. You carry purpose. You carry the anointing that breaks chains. That's why it's been so hard. That's why the pressure hasn't let up. Because your miracle doesn't just bless you, it shakes systems. It sets others free. Just like Paul and Silas. When they praised at midnight, everyone's chains fell off. You've been chosen to carry something heavy, not because you're the strongest, but because you're the most surrendered. God doesn't look for perfect people, He looks for willing hearts. And your heart has stayed tender even after everything. You didn't let the pain turn you cold. You didn't let the betrayal make you bitter. That's why you're being trusted with this miracle. Because God knows you'll use it to glorify Him, not to prove people wrong. He knows you'll share it with others. He knows you'll steward it well. This miracle isn't small. It's not subtle. It's not something you'll have to explain away or minimize. It will be undeniable, unexplainable, and unshakable. People will ask how it happened, how you got free, how you got healed, how the door opened, and your only answer will be, God did it. Not your effort, not your status, not your strategy, just God. That's what makes it a miracle when there's no other explanation but Him. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There's a new sound coming out of your life, a sound of joy, a sound of freedom, a sound of praise. You've mourned long enough. You've waited long enough. You've wondered long enough. Now it's time to see what God promised. You've walked through the fire, but you didn't burn. You walked through the flood, but you didn't drown. And now, you're walking into the fulfillment, the blessing, the overflow. Everything that once seemed random is about to make sense. The closed doors, the delays, the heartbreak, all of it had a purpose. God was protecting you, redirecting you, covering you, and now He is revealing why. You'll look back and thank Him for every no, every wait, every moment you didn't understand, because they led you here to your miracle, to your midnight. This miracle is the kind that resets everything. It rewrites the story. It cancels the curses. It restores what years tried to take. You will not leave this year the same way you entered it. You will not carry the same battles. God is breaking cycles. He is breaking patterns. He is breathing fresh hope into your soul. You will laugh again. You will love again. You will rest again. Because the miracle is not just in what you receive, it's in who you become. This is your confirmation. This is the word you didn't know you needed. You've been asking God for a sign, and here it is, a whisper from heaven. I see you. I choose you. I'm moving for you. You don't have to do this alone. You never have. God has been holding you in ways you didn't recognize. But now, He's going to show you just how close He's been all along. God was storing every tear, writing every word, and arranging every detail for such a time as this. Now is that time. The midnight miracle you've been waiting for is not just on its way, it has already been released. You are stepping into what you prayed for with trembling hands but a bold heart. Even when you doubted, God still chose you. Even when you failed, He still called you. That's how deep His love runs. He never asked you to be flawless, He asked you to be faithful. And you were. In pain, in confusion, in silence. You stayed when walking away would have been easier. You praised when it felt like nothing was changing. That's why this miracle is going to carry the kind of power that transforms not just your life, but the lives of others connected to you. You have been set apart for something greater. Comment 222 if you trust that God is turning your faithfulness into fruitfulness right now. This next season of your life won't be built on striving. It will be built on surrender. You've tried to figure it all out. You've carried the burden of trying to hold everything together. But this miracle isn't coming through your effort, it's coming through your obedience. God is moving because you trusted Him, not because you had all the answers. The same God who sustained you in the desert is now leading you into the promised land. And when you cross over, you'll know that it wasn't your strength that brought you through, it was His hand. This miracle will be personal. It will touch places in your heart you thought were too broken to feel again. It will restore things you thought were too far gone. There's healing in it. Not just physical healing, but emotional healing. Spiritual healing. The kind of healing that goes deep and lifts you from the inside out. You're not just going to feel better, you're going to be new. God doesn't patch up what's broken. He creates something brand new out of what was shattered. There's a reason you've been feeling pressure. Pressure always comes before breakthrough. It's a sign that something is about to shift. And the pressure you're under is not a sign of failure, it's a sign of birth. Something holy is being birthed in your life. A vision, a purpose, a fresh fire. You didn't go through all that pain for nothing. God is using every bit of it to launch you into something that has eternal weight. You're not leaving this season empty. You're coming out with clarity, peace, and breakthrough. Comment 333 to declare your faith for complete healing, restoration, and renewal. This is the season where God makes things right, where He brings justice to the places you were mistreated, where He vindicates you in front of the ones who misunderstood you. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to defend yourself. Let God do it. Let His blessing be your evidence. Let His favor be your response. The ones who questioned your journey will be the same ones who witness your elevation, and they'll know this had to be God. You're going to look back on this moment with tears in your eyes, not because of pain, but because of joy, the kind of joy that makes you speechless. The kind of joy that comes only from knowing God has remembered you. You haven't been forgotten. You haven't been left behind. You are still right in the center of His plan. The path may have felt uncertain, but His promise has never changed. What He said, He will do. What He began, He will finish. And you're about to see the fullness of it unfold. This miracle is the kind that redefines everything. It will change how you see yourself, how you pray, how you walk. You're going to carry yourself differently because you'll know you're walking in what heaven has declared over you. This isn't about pride, it's about purpose. You're stepping into the identity God always saw in you, even when you couldn't see it in yourself. That's the power of the miracle. It doesn't just shift your circumstances, it shifts your confidence. It awakens your authority. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The enemy hoped you would break before this moment. That's why the warfare was so intense. That's why you felt surrounded. But what the enemy didn't know is that God had already surrounded you. You weren't fighting alone. You weren't standing unprotected. Angels were fighting for you. The Spirit was interceding for you. God was shielding you even when you didn't feel it. And now, that protection is turning into promotion. The battle is becoming a blessing. The attack is turning into acceleration. You've walked through seasons where everything seemed to be stripped away, where God removed things, people, and paths that once felt comfortable. That wasn't rejection. That was protection. He wasn't punishing you, he was pruning you, so you could bear fruit in the right season, so you wouldn't be tied to what couldn't grow with you. And now, because you let him cut away what wasn't meant to stay, you're ready to receive what will actually last. Real blessing, real favor, real growth. There is a fresh wind blowing over your life. It's the wind of new beginnings. The breath of God is breathing over dry places. Old dreams are waking up. New doors are opening. The things you thought were done are coming back to life. And this time, they won't fade. This time, they're coming with strength and sustainability. Because now, you're rooted in something deeper. You're planted in faith, in surrender, in trust. And that's the ground where miracles grow. Let yourself believe again. Let your heart open again. Don't hold back just because it hurt last time. This is not that. This is new. This is different. This is God. And when He does a new thing, it won't look like the last season. It won't feel like the past pain. It will be marked by peace, covered in grace, filled with joy, and saturated with purpose. You didn't survive that storm because you were strong. You made it because you were covered. And now, that same covering is turning into a miracle. It's your midnight. And the miracle God prepared for you is not delayed. It's on time. It's divine. And it's yours. You've had to walk through rooms that didn't recognize your value. You've faced situations that made you question your purpose. But not once did God question who you are. He formed you with intention. He placed His hand on your life before anyone else had an opinion about you. And no mistake, no rejection, no failure can cancel what God spoke. He's not revising His plan for you. He's fulfilling it. The miracle is part of that plan. And it's been coming, slowly but surely, through every season of your struggle. Comment Amen if you know you've been kept by God through every season of your life. You may have been through a season of silence, where it felt like your prayers were hitting a ceiling. But silence doesn't mean absence. Sometimes God is quiet because He's working. He's building the answer, setting the stage, arranging the people, preparing the provision. He hasn't been ignoring you, He's been setting up the miracle. And now, as midnight arrives, so does the release. What felt like waiting was really alignment. What looked like delay was really preparation. The hour is now. The shift is happening. Don't miss this because of fear. Fear wants to keep you in what's familiar, but miracles live on the other side of trust. It may feel risky to believe again, to hope again, but God is asking you to step into it anyway. Not because you see it, but because you know He's faithful. He's never failed you. Even when the outcome wasn't what you wanted, His presence never left. He was there in the unanswered prayers, the closed doors, the losses. And He's here now with a blessing in His hand and your name on His heart. This midnight miracle is going to bring restoration, not just of things, but of you, your joy, your peace, your voice. The parts of you that have been tired and numb are waking up again. This is revival. This is healing. This is the breath of God reviving what life tried to bury. You are not too far gone. It is not too late. You have not missed your moment. This is your moment. This is your reminder that God can do more in 1 second of surrender than you could do in years of striving. Comment 11111 if you believe God is reviving what you thought was over in your life. You've walked through battles nobody knows about. You've fought to stay hopeful when your heart felt broken. But none of that was wasted. Every tear has been seen, every prayer has been heard, and heaven is responding. Not with a small gesture, but with a miracle that shifts everything. The kind that makes you say, only God could have done this. That's what's coming. That's what's unfolding. The miracle will be loud, but the process was quiet. And that's okay. Sometimes the biggest blessings are born in the most hidden places. Don't underestimate the power of one word from God. It only takes one moment, one touch, one midnight to change everything. Think about the woman with the issue of blood. Years of suffering, years of being overlooked. But one encounter with Jesus and she was healed. One moment of faith shifted her entire future. That's the kind of miracle you're stepping into. Sudden, complete, life-changing. Not because of your effort, but because of your faith. Because you dared to believe when there was no reason left to. This is not just about you receiving, it's also about you becoming. God is making you stronger, wiser, and more grounded. You're not just receiving a miracle, you're becoming someone who carries the atmosphere of heaven. Someone who walks in faith, who speaks life, who releases hope. That's why you've been through so much, because you were being shaped into someone who can handle the weight of the calling. This isn't just about breakthrough, it's about becoming who you were born to be. You are going to be a testimony. People will look at your life and be reminded that God still works wonders. That miracles still happen. That faith still moves mountains. You don't have to convince them. Just keep walking, keep trusting, keep praising. Your life will speak for itself. Your transformation will be louder than any explanation. You are not who you were, and you won't be going back. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Midnight means something new is beginning. Not just symbolically, spiritually. There's a shift happening. Heaven is realigning things for your good. The things that felt like they were falling apart were actually falling into place. It didn't make sense then, but it will. You'll see why it had to happen the way it did. Why the wait was necessary. Why the pain had purpose. And when you see it, you'll praise Him not just for the miracle, but for the journey that led to it. Don't despise where you've been. It made you who you are. Every step, every tear, every prayer was building something eternal. You are not weak. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not behind. You are anointed, appointed, and chosen. Not because of what you've done, but because of who He is. And He is good, He is faithful, He is near, and He is working all things together for your good even now. The next door you walk through will not be by accident, it will be assigned. The next opportunity will not come from people's favor, but from God's hand. You don't need to push your way in, you just need to walk in obedience. Let Him lead, let Him guide. He's not just taking you into a miracle, He's taking you into maturity, into a deeper place with Him, into a place where you don't just seek His hand, but you know His heart. You are not waiting anymore. You are walking in it. This is the moment heaven has been preparing for. You're not too late, you're right on time. The midnight miracle is not a dream, it's your reality. Step into it with confidence, with joy, with peace, because what's ahead is greater than what's behind. God has watched every moment, and He has not let any of it fall to the ground. You didn't cry in vain. You didn't worship in vain. You didn't hold on for nothing. Every seed you planted in the dark is about to bloom. This midnight miracle is the harvest of all you sowed in tears. And now, it's time to reap in joy. You're not being overlooked, you're being revealed. There is a revealing happening in the Spirit, a moment where what has been hidden will come to light. The growth that's been happening under the surface is about to show. Others may not understand it. They may ask where it came from, how it happened, but you'll know. You'll remember every time you stayed up praying, every time you said, "God, I trust you," with trembling hands. You'll know this didn't just happen. It was built through pain, through obedience, through surrender, and now it's here. Comment amen if you receive everything God is revealing and releasing in this season. This is not just a blessing, it's a shift in identity. You're not just going to experience a better situation, you're going to experience a deeper sense of who you truly are in Christ. The things that used to shake you won't shake you anymore. The words that used to break you will fall powerless to the ground. God is making you unshakable, rooted, steady, because the miracle isn't just changing your circumstances, it's changing you. You're going to walk differently, pray differently, speak differently, because you'll be walking as one who knows they've been touched by God. There's a divine rhythm to this moment. You didn't force your way into it. You waited. You trusted. And because of that, you are stepping into something tailor-made for you. Not someone else's calling, not someone else's door, but yours. This miracle is not random. It has been shaped for your journey, your needs, your calling. What didn't work before didn't fail. It wasn't meant for you. But this right here, this is what your spirit has been waiting for. And it's here. Comment 777 if you feel this miracle was meant just for you. When God begins to move, things accelerate. What seemed stuck suddenly shifts. What seemed dead begins to breathe again. You are going to see things move quickly. Not because you rushed, but because you were prepared. God often moves slow in the beginning to move fast in the end. It's the process of building something strong enough to last. Now that your roots are deep, the growth will be visible. You'll see prayers answered rapidly, opportunities will come one after another. Doors will open, and you won't even need to knock. Because this isn't about striving, it's about being in alignment with heaven's timing. You don't have to apologize for what God is doing in your life. Don't shrink to make others comfortable. Don't silence your testimony to keep the peace. When God blesses, He does it openly, publicly, not for pride, for His glory. Let the miracle speak. Let your life be a light. Don't dim it. Don't hide it. God is using your story to prove His power, and those who have watched your struggle are about to witness your blessing. They will know that it was God and God alone. You've been misunderstood, and that's been painful. But God is your defender. You don't need to prove your heart. You don't need to clear your name. He knows the truth, and He is your justice. The miracle you're stepping into will silence every lie. The peace you carry will speak louder than any rumor. The fruit in your life will outlast every accusation. And you'll walk in that peace, knowing you didn't force anything, you simply trusted your Father. The enemy hoped your delay would make you bitter. He wanted you to give up, walk away, shut down your faith. But instead, you grew deeper. You pressed into God. You learned to trust Him even when nothing made sense. And now, God is rewarding that kind of faith. Because faith in the unseen is what pleases Him. Your midnight miracle is not a coincidence. It's a reward, a release. A reminder that God always keeps His promises. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are people watching you not to judge, but because your journey gives them hope. You don't even realize how many lives are being touched by your decision to keep going. Your miracle is going to inspire faith in others. It's going to awaken something in people who thought it was too late for them. You are a light, a vessel, a living testimony. And God is going to use your story to speak into hearts you may never even meet. That's why this moment matters. Take this seriously. Treat it like the holy shift that it is. Don't brush it off. Don't say, maybe someday. This is not someday. This is now. This is the hour heaven had in mind when it allowed the trials, the losses, the stretching. This is the moment you've been carried toward. Every pain has led to this point. Every no, every weight, every broken piece, it was all for now. You don't need to beg for the blessing, just receive it. Open your heart, release the fear. Stand with confidence, knowing that you are not here by accident. You were sent into this moment, designed for it, prepared for it. Your life has purpose, and this miracle is part of your unfolding testimony. Keep walking, keep praising, keep expecting. You are not empty, you are full of promise. You are not forgotten, you are remembered by heaven. You are not finished, you are just getting started. You've prayed for this, not just with words, but with your life. Your obedience was a prayer. Your forgiveness, when it hurt, was a prayer. Your quiet endurance, your secret sacrifices, those were all forms of worship. And God received them. You weren't unseen, you weren't unheard. You were storing up something eternal. And now, the heavens are opening. The miracle is coming not because you were loud, but because you were faithful. God saw what others missed, and now He is rewarding what only He could see. Comment 999. If you know God is rewarding what you sowed in secret, some things in your life are going to end, and it won't be because something went wrong. It will be because something better has arrived. You won't need to force closure. You won't need to beg people to understand. The ending will make room for new beginnings. The relationships that drift, the doors that close, the routines that no longer fit, let them go. God is not just replacing what's being removed. He is upgrading you. He is shifting your life to match what He has prepared. Don't resist the change. The miracle lives inside the new. You have grown so much, even when you didn't feel it. You didn't just survive the last season, you became stronger in it, wiser, more prayerful. You've learned to lean on God, not on people. You've learned that even when everything is shaking, His voice remains steady. That's why this miracle is going to rest on you, because you're ready. You didn't rush, You let God build your character before He opened the door. And now that He's opening it, you'll be able to walk through it with confidence, not fear. Comment Amen if you feel God has been preparing you in silence for this very hour. The peace you're about to step into will feel unfamiliar at first. You've been so used to fighting that calm might feel strange. But trust it. This is your portion now. Peace, not anxiety. Joy, not dread. Provision, not lack. You're not going to wake up every day in survival mode anymore. God is breaking that cycle. You will breathe again deeply. You will laugh without fear of what's next. The miracle will bring not just the blessing, but the rest that comes with it. This is your time to breathe. You've had dreams buried under pain, hope crushed by reality, and yet something in you still kept going. That's because the Spirit of God was sustaining you. And now, that same Spirit is awakening those dreams again. You're going to dream bigger. You're going to believe again, not with the desperation of someone clinging to a last chance, but with the confidence of someone who knows who their Father is. You're not begging for scraps. You're claiming what's yours. This isn't hope, this is inheritance.